But what's up? What's up? We're back. It is SpitFyre. Sorry for the break. Yeah, we were having a time. Listen, work got real, but then we also had social lives to catch up on. And yeah, but you know, we are back. It is the season finale, so y'all about to get another break.
Hey,
hate that for y'all.
Not too long though. We'll be back in like a month and a half.
Yeah, we just need to, you know, make sure everything's in order so we can come back bigger and better. And
lots of big changes are going to be happening.
You know.
Losing a few more members.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a great time though.
Yeah, for sure.
And we're excited. But what have you guys been up to?
Yeah, I guess we got a lot to catch up on.
We do.
Struggling.
The truth. Oh.
But no, you know. No, truly struggling.
We've been gone almost 2 weeks. You can give him a little more than struggling.
What have you done in 2 weeks? DC. Went to DC. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a good time.
That was the highlight of my past 2 weeks. My car is still...
Hate that for you.
I thought about that today. I was like, I wonder if he's going to pull up in his car today.
Nope. Nope. It's been a month now. About to be 2.
My God. You'll get it back soon. No worries.
Hey, I ain't got to pay for it, so amen.
Amen. Like the church say.
Oh, and I started a new show called Hacks.
I thought it was a new job.
Beautiful.
I was like, cool.
Beautiful show. Hacks. I love it.
What's it about?
Okay. A comedian, a female comedian losing her.
You mean hacks?
Hacks, yes.
I don't say hats.
He said hats at first. He was like hats.
Like
no,
hat.
it's that accent
with
Gene
That
Smart.
Oh, okay. I have heard of that.
Oh,
I've
no,
seen
that's
it.
funny. That scene where they're in the
seen
living room going back and forth when she first gets hired.
Oh, yes.
It's so funny.
And then the one girl was on there who was like, "Hey, gays, it's gay candle gays."
Yes,
that was on there, and she's hilarious.
She's so funny.
But the show is very good, so that's another highlight. I've started a new show.
Have you watched Baskets? That's another good one. That's like similar humor vibe. It's a little dumber, but it's funny.
You ever watch
I can't
Schitt's Creek?
take too dumb.
It wasn't too dumb. I love Schitt's Creek.
Creek is hilarious. You want to know how to discover
I can't
that?
take too dumb.
Oh.
Schitt's Creek kind of can be a little highbrow, especially Moira. Like, I find
what's a highbrow?
So, you know, like lowbrow is like dumb or, you know, a dumb joke. Highbrow is like something that's a little bit more intellectual jokes.
Yeah, but it'd be funny.
Yeah.
It'd be funny, yeah. Like,
okay.
Like you probably would like Moira. Like
he would love Moira.
I tried to watch it multiple times.
The
I can't get into
of this silence in the room.
I tried though. I can't get into it.
Oh,
really?
Wow. Mm-hmm. What about the Mick? It only had 2 seasons, but that was hilarious.
The Mick was good too.
That was
the
so
Mick was funny as hell, and she's hilarious.
Yes.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Oh wow. Okay.
You know I like to watch my comfort movies and comfort shows.
That's true. I would say the same. The week has been pretty cool.
Y'all keep saying a week like we ain't been gone.
Well, the 2 weeks, the couple weeks we've been gone. I've had a couple highs. DC was definitely a high. Had a great time. Drank a lot. My liver still has not forgiven me, but I mean, hey, we back. Let's see. We had that. Normani released the first dose of the dopamine, and I was like, okay, we're here for that. And then I got Candy Pain, and I said, hey, which is a hit. Too bad her label hates her. It is so sad that her label hates her.
Well, I'll play it.
But I'm playing it.
I'm going to spin it down.
But yeah, I would say that.
Still hate the cowbell.
Also,
I love that.
That little king.
I love that. That gives me very 2000s.
Racket. It is. And when I found out it kind of interpolates Got a Man by Eve, I said her ear for a stand for interpolation.
Yeah.
I always say I appreciate her, Coco, and there's another artist, but I feel like they do a sample well. And the reason I say that is because, like, that one song...
You ain't never gonna give her too much.
Never.
Love her personality.
But I feel like certain people do samples well or interpolations well. Then you have the people who just rely on a sample to carry the song.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, which
it's very lazy.
Yeah.
Bia.
Coy Leray.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although I did like the Luke, just give me the... I don't care if she yelling at me.
Sweetie.
Yeah.
Love Sweetie, though. I'm sorry.
She's a heavy one
but
too.
I love her. I'm sorry. I love Sweetie. 90. You have a hit with that one. Keep pushing it.
Song.
It's a great song.
I got that money.
Zero.
What you say? Back to the club, sprint to something to the club. When she did that little Lady Gaga reference,
another club.
Yes.
Playing another club.
I thought that was very good. So I like Sweetie.
You
I
see
want
it.
her to
You see
win.
it.
So yeah,
I think she's a marketing genius. She's put that degree to use. She
Absolutely.
knows how to.
A wordsmith.
She's great. Yes.
yes, indeed.
On the songs.
in interviews.
Oh yeah.
She can pivot very well.
Some
Boom,
of her,
boom, boom, boom.
boom.
Yeah.
I would say some of her bars be fun.
It is.
Some
No,
of her bars be fun.
Yeah.
They be
Hee
fun.
ha ha.
You know,
no, it's not even he. Sometimes it'd be like, oh,
I just feel like Sweetie's
wasn't
one of them
expecting it from
people
you.
that like. I feel like what messed her career was because like people told her like they always judged her for the music she made. They was like, she's not a real artist, she's not a real rapper. So she tried to be serious. But I want you to know like it's okay to be the artist that makes fun music. I don't always need something conscious or a dissertation in every song I listen
Bia.
to.
J.
Who?
Cole.
I said I.E. Bia, and this whole thing of just like sometimes it's okay not to push your pen.
You know.
Oh, that diss was basura.
Okay,
Oh,
I would say
double ass
the
cheeks.
diss
Oh,
the
so
diss was
bad.
trash. The diss was trash, and I think the sad thing about it is that in the diss she actually has some bars that I'm kind of like, oh, okay,
But if she
it's
could
just
find the beat, like
but it's just like it should have been on a different beat. Her delivery could have been better. She did not execute the bars like they needed.
she raps to me like that guy that used to do the eye drop commercials. The old white guy that looked like a basset hound.
I don't know who you talking about.
Like
That's
dry
cool.
eyes.
I'm screaming.
With that real monotone level.
Oh my.
I will say I do. I will say she kind of gagged me when she was like, "Am I beefing with you or party? Like, which one am I? Like, which one do I? Which one?
Who?
I don't know
Party.
if she had beefing or did she say which one do I diss? Like, who am I dissing?
Yeah.
Because she like Cardi. We know you ain't write that verse.
It's a long running verse that Party is one of her. I don't think it's like a rumor anymore. Like
no, it was.
He's in her camp
it's,
for sure.
It's facts. Like when she made that "Be Careful" song,
Yeah.
word for word, bar for bar.
Be careful, Lebby.
I hated that song.
But,
dong.
I didn't. Not too much happened in my 2 weeks here. We started a new job.
Yeah.
Thank you. But starting the new job, decided I was gonna do this summer semester at school. Decided to take a break just for this one because I'm just felt like
Yeah.
you quite literally don't need to do anything
You
else.
don't. Take a break.
I'm spread so thin, it's crazy. But like, I love it. Like, it actually works for my brain for me to constantly be like, da, 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 da. I've been on an apartment hunt too. Somebody got to do something about these rent prices. This is
Diabolical.
and it's just like they got nerve to be like, well, the one I went today, I was like, hey, you guys running any specials? Like, bring back specials, bring back 2 months free rent, bring back, refer a friend or whatever the case may be, because give me a $250 Starbucks gift card if I sign within the next 24 hours. What am I gonna do with that? I can't even support them right now.
They don't even do the remember before they'd be like no security deposit for that. They rarely do that anymore.
Yeah. I had one that cut it in half, but it's like it's $400.
I feel as though that's how they're making their money is with you have to pay the admin fee, which is like $50 or whatever. Then you have an application fee that's gonna be $200.
Yeah.
So now you're at $250.
Yeah.
And they can still deny you.
And then got nerve to be like, oh, that's non-refundable.
Yeah.
Baby, I would hate to come through this glass.
No, literally. And it's like it's constant. Everything's expensive. They're not trying to lower anything. That's why I'm like
They did say they were lowering prices a little bit.
on certain things.
Walmart.
Well, yeah, because
I
people
can't live at
realize
Walgreens. I can't live at Walgreens.
I don't
Target
ever shop
is.
there either.
Target's
Target is
doing
too. Amazon,
Target's always been
fresh
kinda
food,
high, yeah.
something,
Yeah.
something is going.
But it's literally just because the fact that, and I've been saying this, these corporations have been price gouging. And the reason they've been getting away with it is because we are still paying it. If we all band together and be like, we're not paying, and I think that's
just everybody just pick one item. Like nobody's buying.
We're not buying this shit no more
dish
until
soap.
y'all get some sense.
We're not going to your store.
And I think they realized that. That's why they had to start lowering prices because everybody was like, forget this name brand. Even some of the generic stuff wasn't cheap. I was like,
generic was not genericing.
I was like, I guess I'm going to Dollar Tree for real.
Right.
Because
proudly,
the
actually.
Kroger brand just as expensive as the actual Boulala.
No, yeah, because Ocean Spray will be like a smooth $2.99, $3.49, and then the Kroger brand is over here like $2.99 or $2.49.
$2.19, $2 if with your card. Or
what happened to
coupon.
$1.25?
Because
Hello.
Doritos are $5.79.
Child.
I be getting the little Kool-Aid packets so I can get cash back when I have to do the little things.
I need to start doing that.
The little Kool-Aid packets, cash back.
No, I was calling coupons. I was thinking coupons.
Oh yeah, no, but when I get the coupon, so I just I get them because they're 25 cents, and you can literally still do the cash
They're
back.
still 25?
No, 50.
For a little packet?
For singular.
That's insane.
It's not even like sugar and the flavor. It's just the flavor packet.
I wonder how much flavor it is.
I'm pretty sure it's less.
One pitcher, if that anymore.
It's insane.
Did y'all want to talk any more about DC or anything? Like, what happens in DC stays in DC? Like,
We could talk about it a bit.
I didn't do anything. So I can talk about it.
we gonna stitch his deviant pictures in here when the episode come out.
I would just like to say,
they wish I went.
I wish I would, actually.
Same. Couple people I would.
DC was very fun. Y'all's infrastructure, y'all need to fix that AC. That was insanity.
The AC. Oh, and the clubs.
I slept
Yeah,
through about
that
two
was
outfits.
insanity.
Insane.
And the buildings are built up and then far back.
Yes.
So it's not
No
like big,
airflow.
wide. It's just
long.
See what happened when you get too many black folks in one room, child. It's just.
And
heat.
I mean,
many a nigga was
I had makeup on my shirt. I said, who touched me? But yes, I met a lot of my Twitter people, my Instagram people.
Same.
That was
Love
a
y'all.
lovely time.
I was too drunk to know. what's
Amazing
happening,
people.
I didn't meet some of y'all, but next time.
Yeah, and
I'll
if
see y'all
I
next time.
looked like I didn't know you at first, I was trying to be cute and didn't have my glasses on, so I really could not see you. So
If I did the same, I'm gonna be real with you. I probably honestly did not know, and that's only because I don't be paying attention. But once you tell
No,
me,
truly, like-
once you tell, I'm like, oh hey, yeah.
There were so many people there that it wasn't until I looked at like clips back, I was like, oh, that was so and so back there, and I were there the whole time. Like it was deep, which I loved. Like
deep.
it was
It
just
was a good time.
it was
Yeah.
very
good time.
deep, but it was. We want to just jump into that right now.
It
It was
deep.
someone there that I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
But he wasn't black.
He was not.
At Black Pride, I don't know.
Oh,
But
Ricardo Tisci.
Yes,
I don't know who that is.
He's so I know
He's like a
of
fashion
him.
designer,
He's
isn't
a
he?
fashion designer, and the reason why I know him is because that season of Legendary with Tisci on it, and you know how
what
Tisci
she
was
based her name off of.
eating.
Yeah, they did.
They were eating, and I remember who was it? It was Law or it was somebody. It wasn't Naomi. Naomi wasn't on Legendary, was she? Yeah, no. Okay,
No,
I think it might have been Law.
I never watched Spot.
I think it might have been Law, but Law, it was either Law or someone else, but they were basically like, I also spoke with Ricardo Tisci, and he loves you guys. Like, he loves that you guys are like a part of his house, yada, yada. I knew about Ricardo Tisci back when the whole Frank Ocean thing was happening.
He dated
Which one?
Ricardo?
Well, no, no. So basically, I think it was either at like the Grammy party or something like that. One of the parties, there was a picture with him and Frank, like, he was taking pictures with folks, you know, and then he had posted something on his Instagram. This is like, you know, old Instagram. Remember when it was blue? And it was very little, yeah. And it was like, with the thing, please don't leave. And it was Frank Ocean's, what's it called? His bow tie or whatever.
In bed?
Yeah, he was. Frank Ocean was not in the bed. He was not in the picture,
Well,
but we all knew that was Frank Ocean's bow tie.
You all know what Frank Ocean like.
So like, yeah, but Ricardo
and
Tisci, he's
white.
always been there. He seems like a good designer.
He does have cute clothes. For me, I just feel like there are so few black queer spaces that.
Why are you here?
I mean, Black Pride with any of the cities, I think, is really, really dope just to have that camaraderie. But it's like, let us have something.
Let us have some, you know,
Like, you could have just kept your ass on the apps and just stayed like a mile radius out and like
you know,
hit them up that.
or like even if you come, like at least I feel like at least if you're gonna come, and this is probably terrible, but I also don't. At least have a black man there or something that you dating or something. But even then, it's like, oh, y'all can both stay at home.
I feel like if I
Get
was
you all
not black,
nasty
I
Ariana
would
tan.
feel
You know,
some type of way about coming into that space and taking up space when I
Same.
don't need to. That's just like, oh, it's Latino pride.
Beady, 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 like, no,
I'm like,
I
no,
couldn't.
that's y'all shit. Like,
A
why?
bitty, bitty
I'm not gonna
bum
come
bum.
there.
No.
You know, if somebody invites me, okay, I might come to an
Yeah.
event, but it's not gonna be an all week thing. I came here
Right.
for Black Pride.
Yeah, no, literally.
and I'm white.
and that's what I was wondering. Like,
Yeah.
was he just there?
That's
the
kind of like when I
entire
see white folk on
time?
Black, the dating app. It's like, why are
That
you
pisses
on
me off every time. Why are you here? What is going on?
BBC Chasers?
You know, but
Damn nerd.
I was hoping that he wasn't taking up too much space. I was just happy that they didn't do no event where he was centered around it. That I was
lost it.
like,
I saw him
Bare
a couple of
minimum.
times, and I was just like,
Same.
who is this? And then somebody was
'Cause
just
that's
like,
the
oh,
first
this is
time- yeah.
Teachy. I said, must be somebody famous. I
first time we
Yeah.
saw him was at Thirst. I want to say first time I saw him, I think it
Yes.
might have been at Thirst.
Yes.
Mhm.
Now, mind you, he do got money. So whoever he was playing with that weekend, they got a cute little coin.
Cute little check.
They got a nice little coin.
I ain't mad at your sister. I am.
Do
but
your
I'm not.
big one.
I get it.
Put that leash around your neck.
Huh? We wasn't going that far. But it was fun. I would personally appreciate, and this don't even just go for DC, this goes for everywhere. When y'all approach me to shoot your shot, if y'all could just be nicer, because I don't understand why every time somebody shoots their shot at me, it's always with shade. Or weirdness, like, oh, we're talking about something, you a funny acting ass person, you funny acting as hell, you funny acting as hell. Mind you, I'm fried.
Right.
Because
I'm going to take that as an offense.
Yeah, I'm fried. I'm over here like, huh? And he was like, you really act like you don't know me? I was like, I hate to, like, I was like, I know I'm a little gone right now. I said, but I don't. I've never seen you in my life. Yeah. We hung out all last. Oh. Not me. Certainly not I. And then literally. And then that then turned into, well, oh, okay. And then wanted to be
just
nice. No, like didn't try to shoot they shot.
Ain't no back talk. Yeah.
There was another person when we were on a patio at Nellie's. That person, literally, when Robbiey was coming, he was like, well, where you going to sit? Because he ain't got nowhere. And I was like, he's coming right here. Because I had like a little space saved. I say, he's coming right here. Yeah. And then he was like, I said, he's coming right here. Yeah. And I guess once I matched his energy, he was like, oh, y'all nice. And then that's when he was asking Robbiey, you gonna catch it?
Oh yeah, no.
I still remember that.
That was funny, and I was like, "Huh? What is up with y'all?" Like, I always say this, and online,
we talked about our last episode. The fun shade is weird.
It's so weird,
so odd,
so weird. I always say like online when people shoot they shot at me online when they saw my DMs, whatever. It's always, hey, how are you? So nice. In person, it's always like, you dusty bitch, and I'm like. Damn. How is that? Is that how we're flirting nowadays? What happened to hi, hello?
Yeah, we got. I really thought we moved past that whole like elementary. No, I'm picking on you because I like you type.
We did
thing.
not.
It's odd to me.
Whatever happened to customer service?
They always say, well, we didn't get to be gay in high school, so that's why we act whatever.
I'll hit you with a bat. Get away from me.
I don't agree with that because
I never understood it.
Because we didn't get to do so. This is how I did. Like, I understand certain things, like as far as like you know, doing dating and things like that. But like when y'all like, so you
like
now
full on behavior.
Now you're being a high school mean girl. That's what you aspired in high school. You're not Regina George.
Right.
Regina George didn't want to be Regina George. To be honest,
Regina George didn't have receding hairline. Friends. I can't have friends that don't want to fuck me.
Which is always so strange because every time I hear that, I'm like, there are plenty of people who will be your friends that don't want to fuck you. The issue is you don't find them attractive enough to be their friend.
Or they might not be in your social realm or your social status.
They're not quite where you want them to be.
So, aesthetically don't look how you want them to look.
Boom.
And you're worried about association that it's just like, okay. Well, I'm not going to say anything because I've been watching certain TikToks and they've been a little off, so.
There's been a couple people who've been saying, I'm trying not to get us demonetized if we ever monetized at one point. But there's been a couple people who've just been saying dumb on TikTok lately, and not just on TikTok, on Twitter, and a lot of them are people y'all follow. Not y'all. Not y'all. But a lot of them are people that
name them. Unfollow them right now.
But there's a lot of people I feel like they say dumb stuff, and they have a lot of followers, and like I have mutuals or people that on Twitter they still follow them or whatever, and they don't say nothing because they're attracted to them, and it's like. What they said is still dumb as hell. Cause like I'm quick to be like, literally, I'm quick to be like, you're dumb.
Yeah.
That's why I would not be surprised. Like, you know, if
I feel like a lot of like overly pretty people too sometimes haven't had to really develop a personality or a character because they've gotten by on either their body or their looks, so they've never had to develop critical thinking skills because
absolutely they don't have to be nice. They don't have to be decent. They don't have to be anything like that because they could treat you like shit. It's gonna be 10 people down the way.
Literally.
Oh, can I touch you?
But that's even
let me taste it.
Literally. And that goes into the whole thing. I saw somebody tweeted like a lot of people have made being pretty or beautiful or whatever their personality. And that's it. And what that one girl say on TikTok, she said, wait, what'd she say? She's like, no, all you guys do is stand in the mirror and go, I'm so hot. And if that was the case, let's be real. If it was. What she say? She goes, spell Pharaoh.
Pharaoh.
Tell me what the FTC does.
Yeah.
Name one hobby that does not include media consumption. Thought so.
Right.
And I love her for that because she ate.
Because people lack so much substance now or just depth. And it's like, at least for me, it is the biggest, like, damn.
Oh,
You got this fine nigga, you over chatting it up with him. And there's that moment and thing, you're just like, I'm never gonna be able to discuss government policy with you, am I? We're never gonna be able to really go anything past, I think you're hot, I think you're cute. And
But sometimes that's okay though, that they can't discuss government politics and stuff like that. Like if they have other deep things that they can go into.
Yeah, but oftentimes they don't.
Yeah.
Because I get what you're saying.
I guess I said that
If it's
more so
not-
say like if they don't have the bandwidth or the mental capacity, I'm just gonna call it
to go there with you.
Yeah, if the cornbread's not done in the middle. There's nothing more unattractive to me. I'm talking to a man, I see his eyes glaze over because I can tell that he can't keep up with me. In
Okay,
conversation.
sometimes people just zone out though.
Well,
I do that very often.
But we know
I do
you
it
can
very-
talk about it.
Oh,
You-
yes.
There are some people that
when you're
like,
clocked in, you can at least hold
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah.
but there are some people who like, say we're not even talking
Yeah.
about the government. We can just be talking about anything, like
And
just anything.
that's
And
crazy.
they don't. You like, I think it's insane how like Viola Davis has not won a leading Oscar. Like that's crazy. Da, 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 da. And then they,
I love the help.
well, you.
Like,
I'm like, you ain't seen any of her other
oh
movies.
yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
just things like that. So,
Almost caught.
Well, yeah.
but DC was fun. I had a great time. That cookout party was cute.
It was very
They only
cute.
had rice left though.
A lot. All they had was rice.
All they had
After
was
waiting
rice.
30
We left
minutes
before
in
they
line
cracked
in
their
the
head
heat,
open.
All they
being
had was
accosted for
rice.
smoking, all they had was rice.
I was accosted for smoking.
Smoking kills, Akii.
Mind you, everybody in that motherfucker smoking, but it's me.
Not
I
me,
already
don't
told
do
you
that.
why.
I don't care. Be nice.
Lead
They're
with
not.
kindness. Lead with kindness.
Lead with kindness. I asked for the bare minimum. Lead with kindness.
They don't do that.
Man, I
That
should-
would require them to
maybe
be
I
a
should have
little
been like, you want to
more
join me
aware.
in death? Like, here, you take a
Till
puff
death
too.
do us part.
You know,
Mm.
like I said, I'm trying to clock out of here by 80 for real.
Smooth 60 for me.
I ain't gonna say 60. I got.
We
little
ain't got
things I
no more
need to do.
ice. All the polar caps is gone. Polar bears just swimming.
We got a little bit of ice. They got some. They got some
Walrus
That's
shit.
what they
falling
usually
off
do
the
around
rocks.
this time, though. Not at the pace that it's going and rate that it's going, but you know, I always thought.
Remember
No,
what,
I didn't,
what was
'cause
it,
I
a couple
watched
years ago? They were
Planet.
like, hey, if we don't get this below 2 degrees in the next 3 years, we're doomed. And then like 3 months later, they're like, well, guys, we tried. Like,
That's so funny. 'Cause
Polar
they were
bears
like,
don't always live on ice, though.
Yeah,
yeah, but for them, their hunting habitats are in the water and on the ice because that's where
Mm.
the seals are because they go into deeper water. They can survive on land, but it's not near their food sources.
and that's like the
Oh.
issue because like you said, that whole like, oh, we have to save it, and the reason why they were unable to save it is because our government doesn't. Governments all around the world, they do not care about these issues. All they care about is the money and how quick they're gonna. Which I don't understand because what you gonna spend the money on when the world is over? But like, it's literally just
Greed
money
and capitalism,
ev-
they don't care.
Even I mean, look at Atlanta right now. Atlanta is flooding. Atlanta is flooding, and
Poor
they've
Megan.
had so many main water breaks. And the reason is why is because they are so busy piling money into Cop City and all that. And it's like if you would just put some of that money into your infrastructure, maybe things would be a little bit better.
A lot of these cities have infrastructure that is extremely, like, heaven forbid, we're all drinking lead or bathing in it at this point because these pipes
Honestly.
have not been updated since the
No,
late
it's true.
40s, like 50s even, if it was like a slight thing. Like, we all gonna have that lead paint stare like them old people.
And even when they do finally do something about it, it's always too late. Yes, I'm looking at Columbus City Council because, like, I just find it funny how we have been telling y'all for a minute now, like, rent is insane. Rent is going crazy. Y'all need to do something about it. And y'all ignore. I remember a lady came to me.
And
they
now
were doing
foreclosure.
Yeah, they were doing a petition, and they were like, "We need all these signatures so that way we can get rent control in Columbus."
Yeah.
I lived in Whitehall, so I could not sign it because I wasn't a Columbus City resident.
I hate how they do
But
that.
she was like, "But no worry, we're gonna bring it to Whitehall." I said, "Girl, I was spearheaded for you in Whitehall."
Yeah.
But it was like,
Because Whitehall ain't got no business being that expensive. Like, that's like born and raised Columbus resident. Whitehall the hood, baby. Like, I mean,
and like they
well, it used to be.
Columbus
It still
didn't
is.
do shit until it was too late, and then. What happened? DeWine, as she was trying to do that, DeWine, they snuck some bill in her talk about there could be no rent control measures in the state of Ohio.
Yeah.
And so then that ended that. And then like maybe a month ago, 2 months ago, Columbus City Council was like, we see what's happening with these property owners buying all this land and building apartments and outpricing them.
Mm-hmm.
Like we hear you residents. where were you before? We
Not
tried to
listening
talk
to
about this
us.
before, and y'all ignored us, like y'all always do.
Right.
So yeah,
Because it's like you push more and more people to the brink of homelessness, or i.e. being unhoused, and then when you also are pulling funding from different homeless services and different things that are allowing these people to rebound, and it's just like, what is the end goal? Like
for us to struggle,
and then criminalize not having a home.
homelessness, yeah, and they
What
make
does
it
it say?
difficult to like. Nothing infuriates me more when I'm looking at like infrastructure being built that you can tell like that's meant so that someone can't be comfortable laying on it, or they can't sleep over there. Like kind of like the equivalent of them putting the little thorns so birds can't build nest. Why are those on a park bench?
The way they're doing benches now when they have like
with
a
a
thing.
little guard, yeah.
Baby, I would slide my feet right through them holes. So I don't know why y'all playing with
Because
me.
you're so thin now.
You know?
Yeah.
Caboodles. Boobs.
But yes, DC was a time though.
TC was a time.
Yes.
But kind of like circling back, but still touching on thing. Do you guys feel that like short of it just being kind of unsightly and maybe in poor taste of that gentleman going to DC Black Pride, in the grand scheme of things, do we really feel like the Black experience, queer experience, or person of color even, varies that differently than the white experience? I feel like they're night and day. Like I feel like the experience of a Black gay man is nothing in comparison to. Now I'm sure there's for sure the thing we can like attach and be like, oh, we're both,
both gay. That's about it.
About it, yeah.
And there'd be certain, like I would say, like there might be certain things in terms of like.
Not trying to think about it.
Because
I'm trying. I would say maybe like with like
even the same things we're addressed for. Not to the same degree. It's like, okay, you're picked on for being gay. And it's like, but like, have you been gay in a Black household?
In a black church household. Hey, hello.
Let's go.
Come on, somebody.
I also just feel like I would say
in the
like,
hood.
Even when there's like just certain things, like maybe we're like, oh, like, and it's like, even though we might have things in common, they're still vastly different.
Right.
For instance, if we're going to an event that we need to be dressed to the, like, just dressed down, we gonna put something on. I would say,
that shit on.
We gonna put that shit on.
You have to.
And then you look at white gays and they be over here.
They're throwing a pasty, a jockstrap, and some glitter.
I wasn't even talking about that. I was talking about like, I was talking about like, what is it, like dress up? Like say you have to dress up for an event. Even when they dress up for an event, it very much so looks like
JCPenney.
Yeah, because we gonna go on something.
They can get away with it though.
Yeah, we gonna go on something. It's gonna look tailored. We gonna have like we gonna look real good. Whereas they gonna come in there with a sports jacket from Kohl's,
untailored, wrinkled in the back,
and
have a ball,
and drunk, and I'm.
That says more about us a little bit more.
Hey, yes, because we're more focused on being perceived. Aesthetic. Yep. Instead of having a good time.
No, I don't think it's that. So I would say for events like when it's like if it's a black tie event or something like that, I don't think there's anything wrong with us getting dressed up because like you want to put a look together and then you see them you see them put their look on, you're like, hell you got on.
Absolutely.
Your blacks don't match.
But it's almost just like when you're going to DC Pride or New York Pride or Atlanta, whatever the big city, or even Columbus, Cleveland, whatever. People are literally, okay, I gotta have this outfit. I gotta look this way. I know
this whole thing stressed out.
I know they be like, I'm about to throw this thing on that I had last year. Put the fuck pushing. I'm not really doing all that.
With
so
some
I respect
shoes.
it though.
I mean, just stepped on.
I respect
dusty.
it though.
I don't.
They gonna have them.
The focus on being on the fun and the experience. Yes, I respect that.
That's why they can go into their Pride events and pay
during Pride
$5 or
nothing.
When they pay for their events, they're paying. There's only a couple events they're paying for. It's a drag show or something. It's a circuit party.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Or it might be
if there's like a guest or something.
Even then, it's going to, for the most part, the things are going to be cheap.
Yeah.
Yes.
For the black ones, $150 now, or you have to get the price at the door. And
it goes up.
To be determined.
What do you mean to be determined?
Like, I don't know what y'all gonna charge.
What time is it? 50.
No, what blew me in DC was when they were doing the JT event or whatever.
Oh, I thought it was talking about take my paper ID.
No, that blew me too. But the JT event, when I was reading like the rules or whatever that came with the ticket, and they were like, for this $40 ticket that you buy, you must be in line by 5 p.m. in order for it to work. if I bought this damn ticket,
because
there should be no damn price on. There should be no damn time limit on when I can use it.
Because you don't know if security gonna be able to get through everybody in time. Everybody get wanded. What if you have an issue? I get held up in line.
It's
like
DC traffic.
You sound. That's why I said like a lot of. I mean, it all goes back to capitalism.
It does.
It all goes back to capitalism.
And the white gays also have a lot of sponsorships though, so they don't have to.
Which is why they don't have to
do
pay
as much
yes.
and charge as much, but then at the same time, still.
It's true.
That is true.
Because like we're not getting. I'm not gonna say we're not getting, but like
I will say, with me having worked in both white queer spaces and simultaneously in black queer spaces, I noticed how quickly we were able to obtain sponsors on the white side. They sought us more than us having to seek the sponsor, so to speak.
Yeah, what's the people name? Like, what is it? GLSEN or like them folks? Glad they be running. Be running. We got you. We got you.
You got some queer dollars for it. Jack
Grinder.
I think AWOL.
Here's your money.
Well, I would say Jack seems to do it for the black.
Well, Jack is more
than
black
others.
App
More than others.
Yeah. My only issue that just reminded me about when we were talking about Ricardo Tisci, because that reminded me of something that I saw on Twitter that is sending me to a spiral. But I'm not going to speak on that right now.
You kind of touched on it too a little bit earlier, Robbiey, with them black and. So how do we feel about? I guess two trains of thought. Black gays that seek individuals of other races because they either feel the slow black because they don't feel either accepted or that they, let's say for instance, that's predominantly what they grew up around. So like maybe when they're going to the black tie event, they're seeing their brethren dressed a certain level and they don't feel like they can compete, and they know like, okay, well, I got my Kohl's sport coat. I should go where I'm accepted or where I feel comfortable.
But they most times don't feel comfortable.
And then how do we feel about, like you said you'd be okay with it in DC, when you have a black individual that kind of uses, choose my language carefully here, has a non-black partner and kind of it's always their plus one into these spaces to where they, and any other team would not be allowed to be there or would not be acceptable.
About bringing a partner that maybe your partner is white, so you bring them to all the black events or all the black spaces. That's okay. I just have a little hard time sometimes. How on Twitter or TikTok or Instagram where they'll come and be like, "Oh my God, my boyfriend of 4 years was so racist. And I'm like, you were with him for 4 years and you didn't know that
like there was at least one.
You never heard him call you a monkey before the fourth year.
You didn't have that train of thought. Like you didn't know that. So that's why I just kind of be like,
you didn't know
are you an ally or are you just sexualizing?
Being fetishized?
Yeah, boom, boom, boom.
We're getting a bill paid.
I don't have a problem with it, but if you, like I always say, there's nothing wrong with having a preference, but you have to really, really, really do the inner work and do the deep digging into what is it rooted in. Is it rooted in colorism? Is it rooted in self-hate? Is it rooted in misogyny? Is it rooted in sexism? Is it rooted in is it rooted in those things? And sometimes when I be looking and hearing how y'all state your preference and how you put that into action, it gives very much, this is rooted in colorism. Yeah. My family is all dark skinned and that's like dating my brother.
What?
Huh?
Okay, Steve Lacy.
What are you talking? What is this? What is this about? Oh, I can't date nobody who get their nails done or wear a skirt or do this or do that. And I'm just sitting here like,
more for me.
And I'm sitting here like, is that rooted in some type of, a little bit of UC femininity in a certain type of way?
As or negative or less than or submissive?
Absolutely. And if they are a feminine bottom, they don't want to date, what do they say?
What's wrong with the feminine top?
I don't want to date my sister. And that's a fem top or something. So it could be that. You really have to understand what it is rooted in. And like I said, when I see y'all on Twitter or social media or really enacting it in real life, it gives me, it's rooted in something negative.
I hate seeing y'all saying open to all races in your bio as a black man. Makes me want to throw up every time.
What?
It's okay to be open to all races.
No, that's fine. But it's just, is that not already the default? That you're open to all races? Why are you specifying? That's odd.
Because if I had a date outside,
He's finding it.
Listen, that pinky twitching. If I
absolutely had to. Them Islanders. Samoan Tongan. Hey, how y'all doing?
But you know, like Polynesians.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes. I like me a little sturdy man.
I feel like it's just when it comes to like them bringing their partner, I don't necessarily care. I don't have an issue with it. Because I feel like for the most part, the reason why I say I don't have an issue, because for the most part, at least the ones that I've been around when they brought their partners know the space that they are taking up, and they are respectful. And they are mindful while they were invited into the section.
I said like that's all I ask.
They are
most times.
just be mindful, and they are. But you can tell also when sometimes like you can tell when somebody's just with someone because of a fetish or things like I can
correct.
Like,
why is your
say it. Go ahead.
Why is your partner trying to flirt with me and y'all are not in an open relationship because he's seeing other options available to him at that same time?
He said, well, yes. It's just, it could be weird though.
It's very odd to me. Like I said, I don't have a problem with I also feel like you owe it, like as if you're a person with a non-Black partner, by all means, like they are welcome, but also like, why would you want to invite them to this space that is a union of Black bodies? Like, what is the purpose? Especially if it isn't one of those events where it's like, oh, this is my plus one. You're just bringing them to bring them. Like, you really could have gone solo.
I feel like sometimes people may do. I feel like sometimes as a Black partner or whatever, they might do it because like, almost to sort of be like, this is my culture. This is how we gather. This is how we do things. Maybe they kind of want to educate them a bit more, but I feel like that's where it sucks because it's like you have to. That's why I say interracial dating is weird because you almost have to like educate people. Like it's not weird, but it can be weird because like when y'all. I would say interracial
Loving versus Virginia was a mistake.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I have no issue with interracial dating. But I feel like, for instance, if
truly don't.
Someone who's Black and they're dating someone that is a non-Black person of color, they could still relate to certain things. They are still
poverty.
You know. I wasn't gonna say that, but there's still like
that's the one thing that you're gonna associate Black people with, poverty.
I'm like,
I'm saying different things that you can both connect.
Poverty. We're both
people of color broke. Like, but no, like I feel like there are certain things like even if like things aren't the same, but like for instance, you could probably relate to the fact that like, oh, this is how my parents are when it comes to like my parents don't play about that. You be Black, like, yeah, my parents ain't play about that. There's just certain things you can do and certain ways you guys like relate to each other. But I feel as though sometimes when you have a white partner, and again, I have no issues with you interracials. Like
swirl.
No, I really don't. I love Tamara Mowry. Like I love
interracial.
You know, no, I have no issue with like, you know, when y'all be on y'all Tamara, I'd have no issue with that. But I do notice that sometimes it seems as though
they almost do it as validation sometimes.
I feel like they do, yeah. And also because like sometimes I feel as though the reason why they are bringing their partner to what they're doing also could be to the fact like they're probably always tired of going with their partner to the functions where it's nothing but white people and they gotta act a certain way.
Jumping. Me personally, I'll just give my stance on like why I've dated one Puerto Rican individual in my life, and
like
even that, like when I addressed him about one time, I think I told him, I was like, I'm not. And mind you, he grew up around Black people, had always like that. He was more aligned with that culture.
He said the N-word.
That's what they always say.
Not regularly.
Like, I mean, it was built into that vocabulary. And then I was younger, so that's the only reason why I probably was letting it like. He wasn't calling me it, but like he wasn't calling
to your face.
Okay.
Well, hello. Yeah. He might
Did you read the group chat?
My nigga, like but yeah, I did address him at the one time, and when he just was completely unresponsive to it. He was like, he almost laughed at me. He was like,
hey, whatever that means.
I was like, do you think? I said, yeah, literally. I said, do you think you should be saying that? He was like,
how long were you together before you said something? That's why he was looking like that.
No.
It's true.
I'm looking at after 6 months, bitch. Now you got a problem with it.
Now I can't say that.
I can't say it.
Here this nigga go.
Yeah.
That's what this nigga said to me today.
Literally.
Nigga, please. But
Did he say that?
Did he say nigga, please? No.
Oh.
No. But the energy gave that very much. It definitely gave like, yeah, okay. And I mean, it wasn't gonna work out for other reasons.
Rotisserie chicken from Kroger. Oh, sorry.
Oh my God.
He said, what?
I will get a little barbecue sauce on it.
My stomach is touching my spine.
Pride's on its way. We're gonna. Well, no, you're going to.
What's pride?
Never mind. But what I was saying in regards to why I personally don't have the bandwidth or the emotional labor to explain the Black experience. Like I don't. Love is love, and whoever makes you feel whole, makes you feel at peace, completes you, lay down with them. I want somebody that knows what a Marcel Flatiron smells like in their daughter's hair on an Easter Sunday with breakfast cooking in the background. Blue magic. Mm-hmm. And I need you to know the cultural significance of that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I need you to. I want to be able to put a bottle of that one lotion that's like cocoa flavored water.
Yeah.
And you know not to use it and why.
Because it's not going to do not a damn thing.
Versus you not even questioning it because you don't use it at all. So I'm like, I
get what you
mean.
The
hygiene thing.
Because some people don't wash their legs.
You said remember that TikTok going around with the two folk that were like, it was two, they were like, oh,
I don't use a washcloth.
That's poor. What?
Bitch,
just use your hand. Just use your hand. Or somebody was on TikTok talking about how often do you take a shower? Every other day, every 2 days. And the one Black person that worked with them, they was like, every day. What the what?
Did you see? I
don't wash my legs.
I just saw a tweet that
That's
said
like
so nasty.
Some guy, because they was talking about again, Black versus white as far as hygiene. And some white guy was like, no, I ran into some Black people who smell aggressively like soap. Like they were like, yeah, like, no, they clean too much. And somebody was like,
I have a sensitive nose. It's like,
not y'all dragging us because we took a shower.
I really do want to know where that comes from now.
I just want to know why are you so comfortable with your house smelling like dog? That, like, I get it. Like, I had a peer that was like, oh, well, the dog's here. Like, people just have to understand that, like, it's going to smell like dog because dogs are here. And I'm like, no, actually, that doesn't have to be the case. Like, you're bathed them.
Get you some
Febreze. Don't let them get on the couch. Get them a dog bed.
So hear me out. Hear me out. One of the things I love when I did have a dog when I was younger, I used to love when that dog would crawl into bed with me and lay at the bottom of my feet. I love that. And I did not mind it. My sheets were very clean though, and I always sprayed, did what I would do, and them sheets got washed once a week. But
I got a little spray bottle for my cat whenever he try to hop up there.
I do not mind that. I do, because like half the time, like especially when you have a dog that's real chill, they just living their best life.
I see it.
But yeah,
they walk outside with them feet.
Yeah, true. But I will say I do get what you mean as far as like I always say I'm not like necessarily like against. How do I say this? Because I feel like I'm looking very negative.
This is a way to go out for the finale. I love it.
I'm not anti like interracial relationships or anything like that. Personally, me, I do believe that my soulmate is with someone Black, but I always said I will also be open to other races. I have no issue. I have no issue with dating.
Seeking,
and that's what it like. If somebody come to me or whatever, and we talk or whatever, fine. Yeah. But it's not, I don't actively go out and seek somebody that's not Black. There might be a couple of lookers who maybe non-Black people of color. I'm like, okay, hold on, you kind of fine. Let me holler at you. Absolutely,
yes. Absolutely.
But other than that, like I'm not.
I can recognize a face. I'm not blind.
Yeah. But I think my issue is when it comes to like the whole interracial dating. And again, don't have an issue with interracial dating. I have to keep telling y'all that because some people get mad.
Yeah.
The only issue I have with it is that. Sort of like what you were saying, we'll like figure out what that's in. Anytime the topic of interracial dating comes up on Twitter or things like that, even though that one page has completely lost the fucking plot and is just
what the one that I was crying about.
Speaker, you kind of lost, baby. You've lost the plot. It's okay to say that you just a gotcha. Yeah, he be eating, but it's okay to say that you are just a gotcha plot at this point. You're just a gotcha page at this point. That's okay. Because there's been times when they have been wrong about somebody, and instead of them being like, "Oh wow, I was actually wrong," you ain't even got. I ain't gonna say you got apologize. Like I recognize that I was wrong. Couldn't say that. Delete the tweet. They double down on it, and they're like, well, because. And I'm like,
double down on it, thinking that they're a wordsmith, and it makes up like that's
it really ruins the entire purpose of like the page. But
intellectual elitism. That's what it looked like sometimes.
But it's just like
a few of them on Twitter.
Okay.
My issue I have with it is that. Anytime you ask somebody, like, you know, when certain people get asked, like, why are you only dating white men, this, that, yada, yada, they always come up with the same thing. Black men always cheating, or I was in a very terrible, abusive relationship with a black man and made me hate black people, or
See, I never hear that response.
I always hear I grew up and was bullied by black people. They never accept me.
I was going to say, like, that's usually...
Yeah, and I hear that, but that annoys
call me Oreo.
Like, okay, all right, you're saying this, right? There are plenty of white men and women who have been beat on, abused, all of that by other white people, and they still date white people. It's like that logic makes no sense. Now, I do get that when you grow up around, like, if you grew up in the suburbs, you know, when you have like the media that you watch on TV, everything, your sense of like what you find attractive, everything, all that is warped. Yeah. So
warped is crazy.
No, I'm not gonna,
a bit shifted.
It's warped and shifted. It is because it's like
wicked.
Because oftentimes people will be like, I always use this analogy, and I'm continue to use it. You will see certain black men who will be like, oh no, like I can't. In order for them to. A white man can come in here looking like Ed Sheeran, and they will be all over him.
Cockeyed as a pistol.
No haircut.
In order for them to think, keyword here is think. In order for them to think about dating somebody that is black,
they have to look like Alta Masan, basically.
They have to look like him, Tyson Bank. They face card has to be 10 out of 10. Bank 10 out of 10. They have to have the career. They have to have everything going from.
And don't let them not be fit and masculine.
And in order for them to think about dating them and honestly would still look at that person and see the 10 that they have and be like, but this Ed Sheeran right here is just so...
I'm going to play devil's advocate on that only because I'm like that in reverse. Like, do you know how fine a white man would have to be for me to be like, I'll try it? Like...
No, same.
But a few mud ducks and slid through on our side. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, you know, the ass fat sometimes. I'm like, well, you know.
But like, yeah,
can't lie about it.
It's just weird.
Can't lie about it.
Yeah, so
they're weird.
It is a little. As somebody that I definitely feel like, while I've assimilated to traditional black culture a little bit more at this current stage of my life, it was a lot of studying and like observation. And I mean, both of y'all can think like y'all know I still in a lot of environments will stick out like a sore thumb depending on the environment. Because again, my mom kept us in private school. My mom kept us in areas that I know the logic was there of just like send them to the white school so get a better education. I mean, yeah, I learned calculus, great. But the fact that I wasn't able to really like have that community and was kind of like singleized to that. Now I will say, even bullied and all, I still never saw the white man. But which is why, again, like that's the same purpose that you said. Like it's like as ostracized as I was by that community, it never made me be like, well, I guess I'll just bump all y'all in my entire race. Like it was still the people that's all I knew.
Were you ostracized though?
Yeah,
sometimes you can be ostracized.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like
if you were always not around.
But when we would go around,
no, I did.
When you would go around them, they didn't want.
Hey guys, how you doing? And it's like, yeah, that very quickly, yeah.
Because like I feel like
I've done that.
Exactly what you mean. He's like, I was the one who doing it.
I've done that. I've done that before.
But I get what you mean because like
geek.
my high school,
it's not. It wasn't even geek. It's just like sometimes I'm doing stuff that like I'm thinking every black person knows. Like, and then they not picking up on it. Get the fuck away from me.
I think that's why I kind of
sometimes
survive.
They make references to like Juice and Poetic Justice, and I'm like,
well, see, I didn't even see that stuff.
I've never seen any of the hit classics.
Yeah.
I knew that it's what people watched.
I went to like a predominantly white high school, and like so they were very. I get what you mean because I like my mom would be like, the education is so like good here, and I'm like, it is, but like I'm thankful I have the mother that I have the siblings that I have, and I also have the family that I have, and I still have friends that I know that
you were able to get both sides.
I still got both sides. Don't get me wrong now. Did I code switch? Well, yes. I still do it sometimes. I feel like it's an art form.
No, now I
Y'all
love
both
it.
do.
It's a fun time. I love it.
I hate it.
It's like I say, yeah.
I hate it and I refuse to do it.
Oh, but I just, while there were times where I would go out and people would try to make fun of me due to how I talk, and which is why the whole dating, the reason why they don't date certain things, I think that's weird because people used to make fun of the way I talk as well. They used to be like, why do you talk white? Why do you talk so proper? People did it to me, and why
are you using big words? It's like it has 6 letters. Relax.
I didn't I didn't internalize it. I was like, oh, they're terrible. I was just like, that's just them saying that. Like they can say what they want. At the end of the day, like I knew, and granted, maybe I don't know how I knew this, but I just knew in my head that Black people are not a monolith, and that there are Black people from every different walks of life.
Right.
So when they did say those things, I used to be like, okay, but I feel like that's why when people make those, it kind of reminds me of like, when Black dudes like, oh, well, I don't date Black women because they're aggressive. They're aggressive. They too much. They got an attitude. Or my favorite, like, not even just, I wouldn't even say just Black women, just Black men and Black women, but just men in general who be like, when I was in school, she wouldn't talk to me because she called me a geek. But now look at her, she's struggling. And
like that
this.
comic,
And it's like, okay, stop it. Go to therapy.
And she still wouldn't talk
I would
to
say
you.
like, babe, you're still a dweeb. Like,
you're still a dweeb because you're still,
and you don't even know it. That's the worst part.
And don't realize everything you're doing is still to please her, to show her.
Somebody from middle school, high school, and you're still
who's paying you no Dutch. She got 3 kids now with father, and she's out here living her life. And you still stuck on something that happened in first period.
Has anyone let you impregnate them?
Ago.
I think not.
Maybe you would have 3 kids too if somebody actually found you interesting.
You gremlin.
Literally. But yeah, no, it's weird. People are weird.
Well, I think I've made my stances on this before, but how do we feel about, because I think somebody else started off. Individuals that are of multiracial, be it predominantly Black, be it half and half, quarter, octamaroon, quadroon, whichever you want to,
octoroon,
whichever you want to, like how you flavor you split it. I will say, I feel like the barrier to entry to the Black experience is just being like, you can come to the cookout, like the slightest bit of rhythm, the slightest bit of, oh, you had 4 Black neighbors and a Black cousin. You like Black music. Like the slightest thing is like, okay, yeah, you can come kick it. And I'm like, okay, what happened to, like,
You mean like mixed kids? Like mixed people? Like one parent is Black type of people?
Them too, or just people that like let's again.
Type of people.
Them interracials, them type of people. Lord. Just that inclusive to them, but also just like, let's say individuals like Bia, who is half Italian and then like half Afro Latino or Afro.
Yeah.
No, she's
Evelyn Lozada.
Evelyn Lozada's not Black.
I know she's not.
She's not a Black
but
woman.
She speaks like it is. And what's the one lady with the blonde hair that was like, niggas ain't shit. I'm Black.
I'm Black. The way everybody was like,
oh.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely Black. Like, girl, no, you're not.
Amber Rose, like, I mean,
I don't believe in that though.
What?
Inviting people to the cookout.
Same.
I'm big on that too. Like,
I've never understood why people say that.
It's very weird.
Well, okay.
You
Let me eat my words real quick.
He thought of Tina Maria said, wait, hold on. I was like,
oh, well, not her.
He don't
love
get
her.
Tina.
Love her.
I love Tina Marie.
I'm
talking Scrubby Tuesday. She had great agility.
She did.
Yeah.
But I knew there was a white lady when I heard her. But that's all I'm saying.
I get it.
The only person who skated by and I really did not know was Bobby Caldwell.
Yep.
Bobby Caldwell, but you sing the wrong song.
I know.
That's who I meant. You singing the one that looks like Kenny Rogers or somebody with Patti LaBelle. Michael.
My granny used to listen to him.
There's a couple of them that skated by for me based off their voice.
Martha Munizzi. I don't know why y'all thought that lady was Black.
I was going up in church.
When you come up in His presence, lifting up the name of Jesus.
I thought she was Black. I thought she was at least Spanish.
Oh, no.
I think she
Italian.
No, Italian. She's Italian.
Yeah,
Italian.
like
no, but
hits.
I just What was I saying? I was going to eat my words.
You were saying that you don't believe in. You said you don't believe in inviting folks to the cookout. And then you were like,
I don't believe in inviting folks to the cookout. But if I would ever have to, gun in my head, do that, it would be Mariska Hargitay or Angelina Jolie. I'm so serious.
Well, shout out to Angelina.
Oh, Jessica Chastain.
I will say, I get it, because one thing I do like about Angelina
Jolie. She sent that baby to an HBCU.
She said, you're black, and you're going to
you will have a black experience.
And that's how you go into spaces that are not for you.
Exactly.
Yes. And she didn't impose. She showed up to support her child, but she didn't make it about herself. She
was back here just like this.
Like, yeah.
Go, baby. You like the school?
Yeah.
I'm glad you like it.
It's not like, I'm Angelina. Look at me sitting with Jennifer. You see where Brad at.
Meanwhile, Madonna over here like,
damn, I was going to say Madonna.
Boy, dance.
I was up here like, what the hell? I was like, no, she did not get this man shucking it in the kitchen.
No, literally.
I don't. Inviting them to the cookout gives them
I also
an
don't believe in the one
entitlement
drop
to our space.
And that's why I don't really believe in the one drop rule. Like, you had a great grandfather that was black, and you're co-opting the black experience. That's insane.
I don't have to go looking up family photos to prove that I'm black.
Same.
Both parents, both grandparents on both sides.
And both
the one after that, she is a biracial. But that was
we from the South, baby.
That was touching slavery, so too. We're all right.
I will say
Kentucky.
Alabama over here.
That's a Mobile.
But I will say, I get exactly what you mean. The way I've always viewed, the experience, anything like that, I always felt like this. I'm the type of person there's levels to it though. So I'm the type of person, I honestly don't care what you identify as. If you're somebody who's like, I identify as biracial or mixed, cool. If you're somebody I identify as black, cool. If you like, I identify as white, I'm over here like, that's a choice, but all right. I mean, if you love it, and the reason why I say that's a choice is,
but why are you quicker to do like, okay, black, fine? Why?
Because like, hear me out. If you are my complexion and you actually do, and you're actually like, you're
talking about phenotypically?
Yeah, like, if you are my complexion phenotypically and you actually have like one white parent, one black parent, because I've seen that before, and you say, oh yeah, no, I identify as mixed. I'm like, you know what? Do your big one. I don't care. Right. I identify as black. Cool. Do your big one. I don't care. If you identify as white, I'm like.
But y'all give me so much heat when I identify as dark skinned, and I just don't understand.
Because that's different, baby. You're black.
You're black, yes.
But you are not.
But.
Su negro.
And then people be like, oh, I'm caramel. If I were to pour a bottle of caramel on you,
I only look this bright right now because it's the studio lighting. It's like
he's lying.
We under the same light, baby,
and we about the same complexion.
No, we're not.
Especially now I got my little DC color.
But I just feel like people oftentimes
I'll be wearing sunscreen. You don't.
Like there's some like if Tori Kelly is one. Tori Kelly,
what is she?
She has a biracial parent.
Yeah, but Tori Kelly has never identified, but like I'm black. She's never came out black.
Yeah, because it gagged everybody when it came out.
Yeah, same with like, there's a couple of WWE stars who also like who are mixed. And they claim biracial, but they don't claim black because some of them do look white. The one girl got
Katie did too.
Huh?
Katie from Potomac.
Yeah,
I'm biracial. What's wrong with that?
My only issue
Dumb and dumber.
My only issue with Katie is even though Katie was like, I'm biracial, there's nothing wrong with that. Katie wanted to be white.
She did.
She wanted to be white.
And
when a lot of y'all on Twitter, y'all look through at things in the past with rose-colored glasses. Because if you see in them past episodes, Giselle and Robin was actually asking valid questions like, you still like you. They were basically saying, Katie, these viewers gonna look at you and be like, you're black. Yeah. Like they were
like, let us tell you before they tell you. Like,
let me see, because Katie was, she was only with white men, things that, and they were looking at her like,
absolutely.
Even Robin, the one who be questioned the most, was like, girl, I'm gonna claim mine. Hell,
you know that hard wig, soft life theory. That like hard wig, soft life theory.
That was Katie.
Yes, yes.
I was wondering, I said, like, do you think potentially, like, if you let your braids get real fuzzy and let the roots grow in, you think you might
I also think that's like a cultural thing, though.
Yeah.
Because another black man or black woman would be like,
baby, I know somebody.
Go get that test. Go test.
Yeah. They don't know that. They would just be like, oh, that's character.
Afro all shifted in weird spots.
That's
character. Back where you've been laying
look
down.
At the character.
I say identify as what you want to identify as for the most part. But no, I am going to look at you
That's
sideways.
how Rachel Dwosel got here.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's why I said there's levels to it. Because if you look like, if you are racially ambiguous, you can claim you're black. You can say, yeah, I'm claiming, but you also
I know
still,
exactly what you thought.
but you also have to claim that while I am, yes, because if you ever notice, those people, they automatically, they're like, while I am black, yes, I do have a white dad, or I have a white mother, or I am, they have to claim it anyway.
Yeah.
But like, if you out here like Rachel Dolezal looking a hot mess about you black, and we all know you're not black, now I'm punch you in the face.
I can see.
Please, God, turn me white again,
the
please.
trickiness that some of the people
That clip was insane.
that they have, though.
Yeah,
It can be tricky, especially if you have. Oh, let me say this. I don't mean no offense. Especially if you have a white mom and a black father.
boom. That'd be the tell.
That's a little different because
Only time I said that going right is J. Cole.
Usually, they will have such a
different.
just not a handle on black things
They don't.
because usually.
They be doing good to make sure the baby's hair
No,
done.
you're on the right
You're
track.
going right track. But he's
I don't
trying-
want to say what I want to say, but
I say it for you.
the black men who usually go after white men or white women, they usually don't have.
There's a
they're not
reason.
that rooted in blackness. Usually, white women, not white women, black women who go for white men usually have more of a stance in the black community. They, on their blackness, they're not gonna essentially sell out.
Yeah.
Because most times
They're truly like they're seeking
do
it
that.
for like love versus I feel like a lot
Because
of
most times they just anti-black.
black males usually are just like
I don't want no darkies.
And so that's
Like,
why
or it's
like,
easier with white women. They let me get away with more. They gonna eat my ass. Like
it's
you know.
just.
How do we get here?
Then you have this sexual stereotypes as well, where white
They
women
want a
do
little
whatever
finger
I
or
want to.
something.
I can do whatever I want to a white woman. Da 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 da. They shut up. They do this. They're submissive. Black women have attitudes. They're loud. They're aggressive. They're violent. Da 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 da. Well,
And some
they don't know how to submit. Da da da. Well,
and some black folk, if we're gonna call a spade, use their white partners for social currency.
Absolutely.
Of being able to network
I've
and go
seen
into
that.
spaces that they traditionally would not have access to. And it again is networking, which is why I think when you go back to the original meaning of marriage, like it's a business.
This is a business.
it's literally a business. It's always been a business.
That's why it's paperwork.
Yeah, it's literally for the government to just keep track of you, baby.
Yeah.
But some people have twisted it into
fairy tales and love, and we never give up on each other.
yeah,
And it's like,
which
no,
that's
baby.
totally fine because that's how I feel.
I'm gonna
But
give up.
at the same time,
Bro,
I
look.
also realistically know like every marriage is not going to last. So I don't know why we're doubting or not doubting or looking down on people who get a divorce
I
because
love divorce. I think it's great.
I hate when they do
people
that.
move on. Life
think
changes.
Different
Oh,
seasons.
We're
like,
friends now. Well, I don't really want to be your lover anymore. Or people change.
You married
Depression
your high
hits,
school sweetheart. Like, can you
and you
imagine?
didn't really know who they were.
Can you imagine having to marry some of the people that we dated around 18, 19, and like
I would
still
cry.
with them? Weep.
I would have cried.
40 days and 40
I would've been
nights.
happy.
Love that for you. But I would say when I say because like I feel like oftentimes people be like our grandparents back in our day, our grandparents made this work, and I'm like,
No, they
your
didn't.
grandfather had about 8 families on your grandmother. She hated
She was just
that
happy to have the bills
man's-
paid, and she couldn't have a checking account in her name.
Literally,
So.
like, cause that's why I said, me personally, I'm gonna give up. I'm like, yeah, this not working for me no more. I'm out.
I'm a quitter. Down.
Because
I love
people,
quitting.
people
It's one of my
often
favorite things to
always, oh, y'all don't want to make it through the tough spots. Y'all don't want to make it through the tough spots. That's like Rashida or Chrissy. I'm
Tough
like,
spots aren't
I don't want to
infinite.
be as tough as you.
Yeah.
That's
That's
crazy.
Y'all been
Tough is
dating
like
for
sick-
20 years. You had to propose to him.
And
And
that's-
he didn't say I do. He said, I got you.
Tough. Going through tough patches is not
I'm rocking with
you
you.
settling on your boundaries, like things that bring you joy or that you need to be satisfied as a partner. You're just like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, well, I like words of affirmation, or I like acts of service, or I like person to do this for me, or I like for them to show up in this way. They don't do that, but
don't do.
this my man. This is who I've been with. Or like a big thing that I think even I had to learn with having had so much skin in the game with somebody in a relationship is like, just because you've been with this person for X amount of time, girl, let it go.
Time
Let
is
it
not a
go.
determinant of success.
It really isn't. Like,
Especially in relationships.
and it's like filing bankruptcy. It's
If
better
you
to
ain't
file
gonna-
bankruptcy at an earlier age and have more time to rebound. You want to be rebounding by that bankruptcy in your early 30s?
We get here.
Great analogy, though. I love the
right,
I'm
analogy.
telling you know I love me a metaphor. You want to rebound in your 30s, or do you like? Because imagine filing bankruptcy like a lot of our parents. Well, my parents. Y'all did it. And they're like 50s, and it's like, okay, now I can buy a home, and you're 60. That's bonkers. Why would you do that in a marriage? You're gonna wait 30 years before you decide to be happy?
Oh, absolutely.
No.
And that's why some people like Clay on
Aiken?
Oh, I know what you're talking about on Love Is Blind.
Boom, there it
Is
was.
it Love Is Blind?
Y'all watch
Yes,
so much
yes,
reality
yes.
TV.
I love reality TV.
Read a book.
I don't
Where
want
his mom kept saying to AD, oh, I was married for 30 years. I was married for 25 or something. I was married for 25. And I'm sitting here like, he was cheating on you when y'all got married and didn't stop till y'all got divorced. So is that an actual happy relationship,
No.
or were you just dumb
Absolutely not.
or intentionally oblivious
A little bit of both.
by just wanting to be married or using that as a moniker to like, I'm married. I've successfully done something. And marriage is not, no, marriage is not like that.
Yeah.
End all be all. I just have never thought that. I've never thought that marriage was that.
I had a family member that like similar vein of thought, to where there's like, oh, my baby's got the same daddy. And it's like, he gave you 2 STDs while you were pregnant. He
disrespected you.
I'm saying, not being funny, I'd actually be a little bit happier if your kids had different fathers, because at least would show change. You laid down 4 times.
No, it's not
with the same
change.
idiot.
It's not change.
Like,
No, it's true. I get that. I just feel like some people are terrible.
are terrible.
Terrible people.
Oh,
People
yeah.
just be
Oh,
terrible.
absolutely.
And sometimes you don't love will make you stupid. You don't like pay attention the way you should, especially when you're younger. It's you girls that are heading into your like late 20s and 30s that like, I'm like, why are you so making the same mistakes you did when our early 20s? Like, learn from this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's also like when people do interracial relationships and they say, okay, well, I don't need no baby daddy or baby mama or da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, do y'all think that white people don't have?
No, literally.
White men be deadbeats too. Like
what's
I don't think-
going on here?
I feel like I could be wrong, but I feel like there was a study. Walk with me. I feel like there was a study done or whatever, and they were talking about like, 2-parent households and things like that, and they were saying or white fathers being in their kids' lives. And they were saying like there's more white fathers not in their children's lives than there are black fathers not in their children's lives.
Yeah.
And they even did it to the point where because the population is different.
Right.
They even did it. They was like, yeah, no, there's still
like just
more.
from statistic.
Like,
Yeah.
but of course, it comes to the whole like the narrative that has been built, the story that's been built, that we all come
Stereotypes.
from broken homes. Our fathers was never in our life.
The
like I
fathers
remember,
in the jail.
I remember I had a my
Selling
roommate.
drugs.
My roommate freshman year of college gonna ask me because when my mom moved and they moved me into my room or whatever, and they came and visited the next week, real cool. But then my dad came a couple months after. And he asked me, he was like, did you go shopping with, because I came back and I had went shopping and I had all these clothes, and he was like, did you go shopping with your dad? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, did he just buy that stuff to make up for time lost? And I said, no. I said, did
Let
you
me set these bags down.
literally, because he said that. And I was like, no, that's not why he bought that. He bought it because I asked. I said, but me being me and knowing some of his tea, I said, how's it feel to know that you disrespect your dad constantly? He probably is happy that you're not even in that home anymore. Now all of a sudden it was questions. Now all of a sudden it was something different. But I was like, why would you ask that? Like,
It's a weird assumption. Yeah.
It's a weird assumption.
It was just very weird. But that was whole weird because then somebody was going around saying I had a sugar daddy, and I was like, my father? Are you serious? I was like, just because you would do that,
I ain't never had a sugar daddy.
if I
Wanted
wanted a sugar daddy, I couldn't get one
because I'm
I'm saying, and
You'll never.
But yeah, no, that's just weird. But again, I mean, did we ever finish to talk about mixed people? Listen,
rich people.
mixed people. I was gonna say, listen, do y'all big one. I have no ill will towards y'all. I mean, hey,
I said as a light skinned male, I'm the beige brigade wears on me thin. I need.
What do you mean?
Why does everyone have green eyes now?
Oh,
well,
what, contacts or?
Child, my cousins got green eyes, but they're not mixed.
Well, I get a lot of my. I have a couple of black individuals that have green eyes and red hair and all those different things. So I feel like.
It is a lot more common now, though. We're seeing it.
Look at the NBA.
I mean, no. Let's talk about, because I'll never forget when that happened. What was it, the draft? And every boy came out of this thing. They were all light skinned. They had the hair, and they each had the black father, the white blonde hair mama. And I remember like the dudes were like, "What? This is crazy! Like, ain't no black family." Da, 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 da. And someone was like, y'all realize this is y'all doing, right? Like
y'all are peak.
Y'all have done this. Y'all literally have spread the notion that black women are difficult, black women are this, black women are
They're
that.
not worth the effort, the investment.
This, y'all have done this, but yeah, it makes people y'all cool in my book. I would say,
it's not y'all's fault y'all mixed.
Yeah, no, literally, and I say, stop. My biggest thing is when people like, are they mixed or are they black? And the reason why I say this is because again, I say I let people identify as what they want to. But one minute there is a Twitter dissertation about mixed people that was like, y'all are black, and y'all telling, they're like, no, we're biracial, and y'all mad because they call
They were
themselves
mad at Tyler
biracial.
for that, and I was happy. I was like,
mad because she's like, no, I'm not. I'm
of mixed race.
Yeah, I identify as this. Y'all mad at that, but then let Tyler have it like, oh, I identify as black. I'm full black. I just know it would have been a dissertation of like, you're not actually full black. You're mixed. It's like, what y'all want them people to do? Like, what y'all want from them folks?
Yeah, it's a fine line because it's definitely like, I'm a big proponent of like, let people grow, let people, if they felt this way this day and then they've learned more, educated themselves where now they feel this way, allow people to grow and move.
Yeah.
I do believe in giving people chances depending on, again, the severity and the gravity of whatever they're growing from. Like, you used to be a mean girl or you used to be a troll or something, and then now you've matured and you're not as much.
Yeah, me. Hi.
That is something that
I wasn't a mean girl. Yeah, I wasn't a mean girl. I was just a Twitter troll. I was a really bad Twitter troll.
It would be amiss to still hold a key to that same standard that he was when he was doing that on Twitter, when he no longer behaves that same.
Yeah.
When he no longer behaves that same way.
To that level.
Boom. What do you say? Silent troll? Like this. But yeah.
But Sabrina Claudio, you're still canceled. Even though sometimes
I don't know who that is.
Some of her music be hitting, I'd be like,
who's that?
I be pretending like I don't recognize the voice when it come on shuffle.
I ain't never heard this song before. It knows every word.
This Alita Perez. Well, just to set like some reasonable expectations, so we are going to take off about, I would say about at least a month and a half. We have a lot of different things. Okay. Well, me and Akii will be back in about a month and a half. Like I told you, we're losing members. But yeah, we want to enjoy our summer. We want to just full transparency, like studio time. These things cost. We have not been monetized at this point, so it's definitely one of those things where it's like we just have to make sure that we're doing something that has longevity, and ultimately we want to continue to provide a good product for everybody. Although we do really appreciate all the love and support that you guys have given us thus far. We definitely see the growth, and we are rocking with you guys because of that. Yeah. But yeah, we have a lot in store. I think we're all excited to.
And we really just don't want to burn out, y'all. That's it. We just don't want to burn out because
we don't lose the plot.
Burnout is not fun. That's not a fun time. But we here. Did you want to do listener questions? We have a couple.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have some.
I don't have access to them, so go ahead.
Oh, sorry. My bad. We have a couple of questions.
He looked like that one girl that was doing that model.
Kim, Kanye, and Disney. I want y'all to burn at the stake. Burn at the stake. Not gonna punch down on a 10-year-old. The girl was off key, off beat, didn't know her marks. Looked like she just showed up to rehearsal the day before because Kim didn't want her at the rehearsal.
On a 10-year-old.
That's not punching down. That's not punching down. She was off
talentless hack.
She is very talented. She's very talented. Not at Broadway. And if you did want to debut, do it at your local theater or have some. You have money to get classes. That was ridiculous.
That was very ridiculous. Very terrible.
Ridiculous. To do it at an off. One of the biggest off-Broadway venues there is Hollywood Bowl on the 30th anniversary of Lion King. So come out there sounding like that. It is kind of crazy, especially when Heather Headley is sitting there singing Shadowland.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
What the
if you really want to talk about it, let's talk about Jason Weaver introducing her. Because the way I just knew he was about to get up there and sing his ass off.
He could have sung it. Yeah. Luke James' son.
Oh, he has a son?
Yeah.
That's the one who sang Simba in the live one, wasn't it?
Girl, I don't know.
I don't watch Broadway.
The live Lion King. The Lion King with Beyonce in it.
Santana.
Oh, that one.
I think that was Luke James' son who voiced that boy.
Oh,
Simba at that time.
What's our first listener question?
Our first listener question.
I had to get that out.
It was like a spirit. It's all right.
This person said, "Hey cuties, I got an opinion question. Would you still follow your ex on social media after the breakup? Love y'all and the show."
I do. If your mental health can handle it, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I would. I mean, as long as if we didn't fall out about nothing crazy, it wasn't terrible. Yeah, I don't mind. It is what it is.
For me, I'm a big proponent of like all my previous partners, minus like maybe one. We've always started as friends and became a relationship. So when the relationship died, we just went back to friends, or at least like pleasant and cordial with each other.
Yeah.
They never did me wrong.
Yeah. I'm the same way. More so just like as long as the relationship wasn't, it depends on how the relationship ended. Like if you cheated or something, I'm definitely blocking you. If you didn't cheat, I don't care. If you try to bust me upside my head, I'm not following you on social media. I'm following you to your grave, actually, because I some things have happened, and now I'm at your funeral smiling because why would you try me like that?
Because I'd be funny and say a word, but like, wow, well, the way we're gathered here today, like,
who would have thought? When he came at me with that candlestick, I would have never thought we would end like this. Actually, I did because I knew I
planned it.
Joking, but yeah, he said,
Yeah.
Love that for
you.
You.
Might have to mute their story every once in a while, like, you know.
Yes. I'm not saying seeing them.
They not in the close friends now. They not in my close friends.
Yeah. What's the next question?
Next question, Tamika. All right. What is your favorite sign that is not a fire sign?
Libra.
Libras.
That's only because Joni's a Libra.
I do like I've grown to like Geminis more, but I also like Aquarius.
I love Aquarius and I love a Gemini. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're fun
They
times.
get it. Yeah, they're fun.
Virgos, I get along with Virgos a lot.
Great friends.
Great friends. Scorpios, I also get along well with Scorpios, shockingly. Honestly, wait.
Them water signs let me see. Very tricky.
Tim is a Scorpio. China's a Scorpio. Alexis is a Scorpio. Angie's a Scorpio. For the longest time, like a lot of my best Scorpios, and I was like, the hell's going on? Can't date them though. They always cheat. But they make great friends. Yeah. What's the sign y'all hate?
Waters.
Really don't care for a Capricorn too much. Haven't had a pleasant experience with you guys yet. I'm on the same thing. As soon as you said like, I love a Scorpio, I can't. I have nothing positive to say about them. Never done right by me.
Gotcha.
But then again, my dad is a Scorpio.
All right.
Water signs can just be a bit emotionally manipulative and at the same time emotionally inept. But they feel as though since they're water and emotional that they have it, and they rarely do.
Yeah, you feel
really
your emotions, but you don't know how to manage your emotions. You don't know how to actually. You're not emotionally intelligent, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
it's just manipulation.
Or mature.
Yeah,
they're very good at it.
Yeah, and then the last question is, they wanted our opinions. How do you guys feel when people? That question saying. How do you feel about health reads regarding Twitter with the whole?
You better not ever do it in front of me. I will hit you in your shit about somebody.
Same.
I hate that. That's the corniest,
health reads,
wackest.
So you know on Twitter,
yes, or just in general.
Yeah, in general. But like, herpes, so on Twitter, somebody had said something regarding it was about like they talk about DC Pride. They was like, y'all said it owes you nothing, girl, go get tested, and it's like the way I feel about that is like you said, I think health reads are dumb. It's so stupid because
it's such a low blow.
It's such a low blow. It's very ignorant. But also, like, again, I always say this. Y'all always be the main ones talking about saying, y'all ain't got to test it. Y'all the same ones tweeting about how I don't do this, I don't do that, I don't do this. They be those are also the same people.
We saw you on the apps. We recognize the tattoos.
But not even just that. The same people who say that stuff, they always are the ones who never get tested, and then they are the ones who give something to somebody.
Literally a walking clinic case.
And they're like, well, I only do it about once every couple months. It don't matter, baby. You still have to get tested regularly.
You can get pregnant off of one time. You can get STD from one time. Like,
y'all just be so tired and late with that. And it really, and y'all be saying that knowing damn well in person, you...
Let them be fine enough.
Be all over people.
Be all over. But even in person, like, I always feel like, and I always feel, this is my issue with social media. So many people got so much mouth, yeah. But you bitches can't even ask for extra ketchup if you need it when you go to a restaurant.
They never take it to the booth.
Like, can't raise your hand in class to answer a question, but you got all this mouth on Twitter.
Yeah. It was a couple people, like, sometimes when you meet people from Twitter or Instagram, and this is why I always tell people, I don't really believe in that whole, oh, social media is not me. That's not my real life. You shouldn't be da-da-da-da. And it's kind of like, why are you somebody completely different on social media than you are in real life?
Like,
that's weird and fake as hell. Because it was some people like I had met, and I'm just like, hi? Hello? You don't know how to speak. You don't know how to have a conversation. You're just sitting here like, and then you're boring in the corner.
Well, some people don't necessarily. I will add something. Usually a little bit more gregarious or ostentatious on social media than I am maybe in public, just because it's a little easier to not be perceived that way. You also have to understand you have a personality that is going to carry on both on and off social media, where some people are more introverted, and it is easier for them to express themselves or be more open in a form that's not real.
I understand that, but just how Akii said, if you're gonna the
blabbing,
in person.
Yes. I thought you were talking more so like they interact with you on social media, but in person they're like, hey, like I thought you were saying
that too. Because I would say this about myself. I know I always tell people this: when you first meet me, I'm very awkward. I've always been awkward. It don't matter where I'm at. I'm just an awkward person. I don't know why. This really happened after puberty, y'all. I don't know what happened to me, but honestly. And you can ask Tim, you can ask Alexis, trying to like, when like, yeah, I probably didn't say hi first. I tried to say hi first, or I probably was a little quiet first, but quite literally after probably about an hour of being around me, once I start to warm up to you, what you see on Twitter, low-key, is what you get.
Yeah.
I'm going to say some off the wall shit. I can't help it. I'm going to say it. I'm like, my bad.
I know my humor and my like personality doesn't transfer well on social media. I'm very aware of that. I don't think it's just conveyed well. I don't know
why, because I love it.
I'm going to be honest with you, baby. It's not that big a difference.
He said,
no, I'm so serious. Not anything like that. Like,
I definitely don't think my humor lands the way that it does in person.
I enjoy your humor.
Yeah, because we know you.
In person, yeah. So you can
have the same humor on Twitter, though.
But
people who don't know him and they see it on Twitter, they might not hear it.
I see it.
I'm going to laugh.
Yes. I was gonna say, you say the same thing on Twitter that you say in real life.
Oh no, literally, I literally talk how I speak. But
yeah, you know,
that's why I'm always just like, when people have that whole this huge personality or this shit talker and then in person you are just like not that at all. It's always weird to me. I'm like, it's fake to me.
It's very weird. Now, I will say personally, I'm not going to hold you. If you get into my close friends, then what you're getting is a lot of people get into my close friends on Instagram and stuff, and they think it's about to be thirst traps and all that fun stuff. Child, ain't nothing in there but
talking shit.
It's Charmed,
it's
WWE, me venting about work. Like, it's literally
random rants about the government.
You know, you're going to get a thirst trap every 3 years.
You're going to see on mine.
I'm over here trying to think. I'm like, what do you
I know.
I forget.
His going to be nothing but somebody singing a song that ate the song up.
Voguing.
Voguing, like,
yes,
literally that, like, and that's why I'm like, because I'm
fine as hell. It's like, yeah.
You know,
he tends to talk his shit in private. Which
yes,
and I love that. That's why I think I like Candy Paint so much. I like it. I like
she's like really like
because she's talking. I love when people get on text and they just talk their shit. Like they just, I'm really that man or woman. Love it.
No, literally.
Yeah.
Talk your shit.
Talk your shit.
If you can back it up.
Back it up.
Yeah. You deserve to be able to.
Everyone should feel special.
No, yeah, but yeah, y'all grow some personalities too.
Please, offline,
organic.
And
originality,
yes,
please.
And let's not, because I think someone made a point about this, is that now so you know how everybody, they call like how the way we speak and different things, they call that Gen Z talk, when reality is literally just like, you know, African American vernacular English.
Oh yeah,
it's literally just that. And I do kind of hate that not only has like e-blogs and all that has been leveled to just like Gen Z talk, also the fact that like everybody wants to, everybody sounds the same. I'm not gonna say everybody sounds the same, but a lot of like the kids coming out, they all sound the same. They all use the same phrases.
It's because these kids can't read.
They can't, because back in the day, I'm not gonna say back in the day, like
it's different areas.
People in like people up north, they had their own sayings. People in the south own sayings. West Coast. Nowadays, everybody sounding like each other.
Everybody has the same vernacular. Yeah, because even some of the symbols, like I remember when I would go to other states, I'm like, oh, y'all got a show. They're like, a what? A who? And because they call it Rello down there, or they call it a wrap up, or
chatty. I went out to Michigan. They had a whole different thing. I said chatty. I didn't talk a lot. No, corny. I said, oh. Okay, my bad. We used to have Betty.
You were talking about like, oh yeah, they was talking about getting full, and I'm like, full? They ain't
getting full, getting drunk. Yeah, Betty. We used to have Betty. Betty was a hoe. Like that's a Betty over there. That's Betty. That's Betty.
And Dayton, when they would like ask for like an eighth of like weed or whatever, they call it a booty, and I'm like, why are you doing that?
You know,
like everybody has different things, but now, you don't have that. Everybody's talking in TikTok languages and in Twitter language and stuff like that. And like,
and all of
make
that.
Up some words. Like what?
And the thing with that is that's literally just Black culture has been so. And not just Black culture, especially Black LGBTQ culture.
Stolen.
Has been just.
That's why I said keep them out.
Them gates have been open. That's why I feel like there should always be a certain level of gatekeeping for certain things, but
it should be high.
And I signed up as volunteer.
Gatekeep. Like I'm gonna gatekeep the word trade. I mean, I don't give a fuck. Trade. Trade don't know they trade. Trade wouldn't even ask if they was trade.
So trade don't even care about the lingo.
Don't get mad at me when you say, "Oh, you think I'm trade?" Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. Oh, well, people call me that. I'm not.
Someone called me trade. I laughed. I said, "Why would you lie to me?"
It's okay if you're using it as like a little kiki, like I'm a tradey cunt, stuff like that. But
butch queen.
But say your actual trade is kind of crazy to me.
Y'all be saying y'all trade. What's that tweet? How you deal with a belly ring?
Hello.
But but like gatekeeping ballroom, gatekeeping Black culture, gatekeeping all that stuff. And then people, we don't really own we don't own this look. We don't own this way. We don't own. Yes, we do. We literally do. We're the epicenter.
Quite literally made that. Yeah.
Epicenter of culture in America. We are.
Not
so much so that
other
places steal from us.
Very
yes,
much
they do.
True.
That's just like on TikTok where they was having that whole before and after a Black boyfriend or Black girlfriend. And, they would start out as like the little fratty, nerdy white guy. And then aesthetically a mock nigga. Like what?
Mock nigga is crazy.
I'm just like, you fell in love with this person here. Why are you? What? How are we getting here? With the buzz, with the fade, with the grill, with the ones, with all that stuff.
When they have the wiggers
with the fade,
yes,
with the beard.
Sky Jackson.
But they didn't start like that though. They started as that guy at like.
I mean, but her man
in the fraternity.
Got something in him.
So does that
Ain't
one?
He Black though?
Yeah, he's just very light skinned.
Ain't that the same way as like, oh boy, he does a little interviews in his man, little redhead. It's like the color of tissue paper.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Child, but yeah, no, like they're mixed. They just Black gingers.
Yeah,
they
both are.
Yeah, they got. I mean, I get what you're saying, but I'm like, well, at least them they actually do have some type of stake to the culture.
Yeah,
they actually they can actually. It's not them. How would I say this? Because and a lot of people might hate me for this, but I don't care. I think it's very weird that y'all will allow these white men and women into the Divine Nine, but yet
I never understood that one.
Y'all let them in, but then
never understood that.
That is crazy.
But then y'all let a Black LGBTQ person come through, and they gotta go through all these.
They
hoops.
always do. Though.
They gotta jump through hoops. They can't.
I was supposed to say something real mess. I was saying they letting gay people in that one all the time.
No, they do. Yeah, but they gotta go through hoops, or they have to pretend that they not, or do whatever. And then I mean,
y'all be cracking me up when y'all be posing with y'all's line brothers, you queers. My brethren. I'm like, okay,
he
girl.
said it, not me.
I say it again.
I did not
they
say
about like barbs and hives
they
and
do,
navies.
They do.
They don't
like
play.
They don't.
But I don't understand why y'all be letting other folk in y'all's fraternities. If it's the D9, Black.
And then put them front and center when they strolling. I got so tired of seeing that white boy Sam strolling. That was the stiffest shimmy I ever saw.
That was the worst time on Twitter.
And
They
kept
used to
putting-
hype that man up so
and I was like,
bad.
he's stiff.
horrible.
Knees need oil. Well,
That's
guys,
just horrible.
signing off for our last time of this season once again. It's Zai.
Gang, it's Carmelo Hayes.
Trish Status.
And until we meet again, SpitFyre signing off.
Bye. If you can actually, make sure y'all all stay tuned, subscribe. It's gonna be a fun time.
Yes, yeah. Don't like we ain't gonna leave y'all, so don't leave us. We're coming.
We're coming back. Don't worry.
We'll be back, baby.
I'll come back about
Is the elephant
25
heavy?
pounds lighter with my
I hope
buccal
so.
fat removal, my blepharoplasty, my filler. It's gonna give Claremont.
I'll be 20 pounds heavier.
I'll be here.
I'm
hoping. I'm hoping if the
God
good Lord
willing.
see fit.
God willing, the creek don't rise.
You
Am I
know.
right?
But yeah, bye y'all.
Bye.
Deuces.
Moi. No bars.